Okay. Part 2. You know how many stupid ass things have been filmed about this house? And ain't goddamn one of them got anything right. Well, I shouldn't say anything right. They got a lot of things right. But then they pulled it this way and pulled it that way and made it more interesting this way and threw some other crap in the middle of it. It's really frustrating. And I say that because something was supposed to happen 3 years ago and it never did. And it's mind boggling and frustrating and just totally tears my ass to shreds because it didn't happen. I left you where I talked to Debbie on the phone. She called me back and Clara said it was fine to come up. She gave Debbie directions, which I really couldn't figure out, and it wasn't that hard. When you drive to the house now, you'll realize it really isn't that hard to find. Although when I came back in 1999, back to New York from Arizona, I couldn't remember how to get there. And I was up there every day almost for a year and a half. And when I say every day, I don't think I missed 10 days out of that year and a half. You have to forgive my sniffling. I have a cold. Uh, got directions, got to the house. Debbie and I drove to the Dandy House. And we were told to be very careful when we got there because Phil was standing guard at the end of the driveway with a gun. Uh, the story hit the newspaper. I got the paper around, I want to say around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we got there around 7. When we got there, the road going to the house, not McMahon Road, but the road coming up the hill to McMahon, Wagner Hill Road in Hinsdale, there were cars parked everywhere. There were people walking in fields. Honest to God, there were people walking through the fields, cars parked up and down the road, and I thought, is there a circus in this area? Is there some big family reunion going on? What the heck? We passed the road the first time. I turned around, did like a 12-point turn on Wagner Hill Road, which was a dirt road, by the way, back then. It's now paved. She told us to turn by a school bus stop, little shacks where the kids stand waiting for the bus. Well, we turned there, went up the road. I started to climb a little further. Then I knew I was going the wrong way. You have to turn left after a little ways up McMahon. Got there, got to the driveway. It's the only house on McMahon Road. Got to the driveway and here comes the gun, pointed at the windshield, pointed at me, and I assumed it was Phil, Clara's husband. It was actually Clara's brother, uh, who was standing guard at the time. Phil was back inside the house. And I explained, kind of frightened, but I explained to him who I was, and Debbie leaned over to also explain that she worked with Clara. And then Clara and Beth, we were greeted by them in the driveway. We went in the house and started talking about this and that and everything else. And I'm not going to tell you the whole story because then I'd be rewriting my book or writing my book or reading my book to you. We got up there, sat around for a while. Phil took me on the grounds, took me through the house, showed me this, showed me that, told me this, told me that. Um, I'm a skeptic. Of course, I'm a skeptic. I'm still skeptic, and how many times have I been in that damn house? I'm gonna pause.